never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Hello, it's us again, people. At this point, I think I streamlined DC's channel more than her, but I find it hilarious, and I love it here. Hi, people.
It's nice and cozy.
We like it, so.
Elf here, Matt.
The Queen, Savannah.
The Queen.
Hello.
It's like, oh my gosh, starstruck every time. Like, us? Savannah? Like, are you lost? No.
I just send Savannah random messages on Instagram. I'm sure she's like, that's random. It's just who I am as a person.
It was funny, I will say, like, not in a creepy way, but the first time Savannah like knew my name, I was just like, yes.
You have made it. You have made it.
Finally, I'm a star.
Right. Okay. Hi, I'm Jessica, not DC. I'm DC's bestie and channel manager, and I'm here because DC asked me to be here like 5 weeks ago now, and like I apparently can't won't stop. So that's why I'm here. I'm a pure romance dropout. I am not torturing my friends with that tonight. That will be Thursday night. So if you want to see some overpriced bedroom accessories, tune in Thursday night. It should be fun looking at $200 accessories.
Ridiculous.
And yeah, I have cerebral palsy, ADHD. I'm a wife, not a mother. I live in the Pacific Northwest, and I think that's a good intro. I don't know. Take it away, Wendy.
Hey everyone, I'm Wendy. I've been in sales for 14 years. I started in retail, worked my way up to inside sales, which is where I'm at right now. I am currently living my best single life. I'm also neurospicy, but I will not go into the long list of what's wrong with me. We'll be here all night. But yeah, I'm happy to be here. Always happy to be on DC's channel. It's always an honor. So yeah.
Yeah.
It's my turn. Hi, friends. I'm Jen, or MrsPico Speaks. I am a wife. We got married in February, so we're still newlyweds. I have a child, a skin kid, and 4 fur kids. I am a Scentsy dropout. I was in 8 years, made it to the top 2%, and then decided it wasn't for me. So now I get to not maybe roast a little bit some people that I know, but have a good time. My specialty is bomb party, and that's kind of where I love to shine. And you guys are going to be shocked at what we do next Monday. Like,
Yeah.
for real. I am so excited. Like, I
Oh,
don't
I
Yeah.
can't wait.
think, like, I don't think y'all know how excited I am about this. Like, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good.
So good. So good. Tonight we are reacting to Jay, who is Tony Von Schultz husband. Tony was the top Monday, like the top Monday first Monday market partner that recently got fired. Savannah has been covering Jay's kind of journey. Like you see him kind of almost getting to the point. It's been an interesting journey. So, I'm quiet. Is that louder? I guess the mic is quieter. Is that better?
That's a little
Good.
better.
Okay. Yeah, it was down once. Weird. Technology. Anyways, so we are reacting to Jay. I haven't been keeping up with it too much. So is there anything to add?
Not too much. I've been keeping up with it, and he's just, how do I put it? He's like the hurt one in the relationship after a breakup, and he's kind of airing the dirty laundry of money. So,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So,
Hey everybody, how you doing today?
you probably want our faces up here too. Oh. Mhm.
There we go.
Yeah, this works.
There's been a lot of things going on in the modern nature world over the past couple weeks, and I've had a lot of people asking me, what my thoughts about things were, and I wasn't really sure I was going to do another one of these videos for a while, but it seems like things keep going on, right? And things keep happening, and oh, hey everybody, thanks for joining. Hey Tina, can you all hear me okay? Kat, Tina, can someone let me know if you can hear me?
I have a feeling legal might be a theme of this video, so that's ironic.
Oh, it gets
Somebody
juicy.
let me know if they can hear me, like in the comments, please. Thanks, Tina.
Everybody
Yeah.
does this. Everybody is like, "Can you hear me?" I don't know that I've ever been on a stream or ever done it myself where I have not said, "Can y'all hear me?" Like, has anybody ever seen a live video?
Honestly, I don't ask because I assume if you can't hear me, you will tell me like Kermit says.
Mhm.
So, yeah, like, I think I used to in the beginning, like, the first few times when I didn't know what I was doing, but I just assume if I'm doing the same thing I did last time and you could hear me, you can probably hear me this time too.
You're right. You're right. But now it's going to be a thing and I'm going to be aware of it when I do my own, like when I'm on my own. So now I'm like, do I say it? Do I not say it? It's a whole thing in my brain.
Write this down. Write this down.
He's strange. Okay, I thought like his posture was odd. Sorry for rainmakers. Apparently, the word posture is triggering for rainmaker. I think that's the I don't know. Let's not go trial.
Connection was bad. So how I started, for all you people that just jumping on, was, you know, I wasn't really sure I was going to do another one of these videos, and I don't know why, but those modern nature folks just keep doing stupid shit. So it kind of felt like there was something to talk about, and I was inundated with messages over the past 3 days, but really the past week or two, asking for my opinion on things, and I'm grateful that everybody wants to know my opinion.
Please. Please.
Everyone is banging down my door for my opinion.
Oh my gosh! I never wanted to see what I can be seeing.
We just got started.
Show where are the receipts? I want to see the receipts of people in your inbox saying, you know, all these messages.
Mhm. He's really funny when he's mad. Like,
I just want the receipts. That's it. If there's, but we're never gonna get them. So here we are.
especially with a lawsuit, that stuff's gonna get buried under the rug.
Mm-hmm.
Or will it all come out in the lawsuit? Will they be like, oh, but this person's doing this, and just lay it all out in court?
I hope so, but knowing MLMs, they never bring stuff to court. They try to settle.
It never goes that far. But like, I don't think Monat has. Well, Monat is doing them,
Mhm.
and they're not gonna settle. They're still freaking ways. Jay and Tony are gonna settle. So like, this, I don't see it avoiding the court.
It'd be
But
interesting.
is it gonna be? It's not criminal, it's civil. So are civil records public information?
Yeah.
I know if they settle, they can like seal those records so you don't know like the settlement amount and stuff. But
Mhm.
Giggle Trig said people in his inbox equals spam emails.
Email.
You're not wrong. You're probably not wrong.
In the face is that you got me guilty.
I appreciate that. So let's just start off with, did you know that they still haven't paid Isabel Sanchez and Bianca Olsen? Right. I don't.
Thanks, Chelsea. Has he read their policies and procedures?
No one does.
No.
Because have we not looked at enough? I swear that's going to be a video I'm going to do one day. I have all these things I want to do, but read the policies and procedures. A lot of them have clauses in there that say things like if you are terminated or if you are suspended or if if you were under investigation, you don't get your commissions. So if you're under investigation for, I don't know, 90 days, you are not eligible to get 90 days worth of commission.
Mm-mm.
And I don't think they get that.
Well, they're their own business. They don't need to follow rules.
I mean, it is run like a mafia family, apparently.
I just pulled up their policy and procedures. Yeah, I'm sure it says somewhere. I'm gonna skim this.
I don't understand that. And, going back to seeing Luis's video that he did on the 4th of July, and we all heard that. We know what he said. And he attacked them. And it wasn't just the two of them.
Was that the white powdery substance water? Wasn't he
I think
talking
so.
about?
Because Jay made a whole video on that too.
Okay.
So
I'm trying to remember what the July 4th video is.
I think it was that one.
Okay.
I could be mistaken, but I think it's that one.
I have no idea.
Where he's sitting in the thing and they're like playing music and then he talks about all kinds of stuff and like he's kind of going on a rant and then they end up scrubbing it from the internet. That's the only video.
Yeah, recently, I mean, after that, the Internetos did like a whole Zoom and everything, but I don't think that's what he's talking about.
Hey, Sherry.
Holy crap! I'm reading their policy procedures and under social media it says no product sales or enrollments may occur on any social medias. Oh, never mind that. Okay, never mind. I know what that means. Delete that.
But it seemed like he was attacking everybody that had left that was with Jimena Adkins. And those people were leaders in the company. No matter what he says or what he meant, they were leaders. And especially Bianca and Iso. Knew them for a long time. And they left with grace.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you leave a job, like a job that's not an MLM, that there are chances that people are going to talk shit about you when you leave. Like they left. They left the company. So why does Monat, whatever. Why does Monat owe them anything?
They don't.
Yeah. Wait, building buying is strictly prohibited? Stocking is prohibited.
It doesn't stop them. As long as you're at the top, then the rules don't apply.
Mm-hmm.
You would think the FTC can step in and be like, yo, you gotta follow your own rules, bro. But
well, there's nobody to hold them accountable. If the company has no accountability, then why should the reps have accountability to the company? Like, you know what I'm saying? It trickles down from the top. And according to the two of them, they haven't been paid for June and they left July 1st. So it's a month.
They were under an investigation before that.
So they may. Are they going to get a June paycheck?
Probably
maybe not. Oh, and this is a good time that if you are not subscribed to Wendy's channel and my channel, and of course DC's channel, make sure you at least visit all three of our channels, give us a like, a thumbs up, and if you want to subscribe. If you don't, that's fine too. If you don't like our videos, thumbs down them so YouTube algorithm knows you don't want to see our content anymore.
But why wouldn't you? I mean, we're adorable.
I know, right?
I mean, a lot of people don't like me. But
oh, stop.
I don't give a fuck. Here we go.
We are independent contractors in network marketing.
Exactly. Look up.
Mhm.
You're right. There's like independent contractor. Like your mind might be. It turns out you have no right as a 1099.
No, no. If you want employee rights, you have to be W-2 employee. And even then, like, at least in the States and other places, like, it's not as great, but it's still better than nothing.
Mhm.
You don't get those paid
Yeah.
time off. You don't get health insurance. You don't get any of that.
You have to take your own
You-
taxes out here in the States, at least.
Mhm.
Like, OMG.
Mr. Rath, how are you?
Toaster has entered the chat, y'all. So
I heard all about Toaster today. I was excited.
Mhm.
So, if y'all don't know, BP is so near and dear to my heart, and I hang out in the BP subreddit, and Toaster is kind of a celebrity. I'm not gonna lie. Toaster is a good human and messes with reps in the best possible way. Toaster used to go in Kristen Fulton's live, and it was hilarious watching them go back and forth.
Oh,
Which
Kristen
leads
is
me
wild.
which
We
leads
need to
me
do like
into
a follow-up on her at some point.
Yes, we do. But we don't touch the
Yes.
poop. We don't
No.
touch the poop. Toaster's special. So, unless you're Toaster, you can't do what Toaster does. So, hi friend, I'm glad you're here.
Toaster does what Toaster does best. Not you, non-Toaster.
No one owns us. And this really weird notion
You don't own a business.
Nobody owns anybody here. My boss doesn't own me. My job doesn't own me.
No.
What are You don't own anyone.
No, I literally had a similar conversation with my boss today. Because he was just on vacation and like I got a message while he was on vacation. So I kind of called him out for that. I'm like, shame on you. But I was like, he was laughing, but I was like, when I'm on my vacation in October, my phone doesn't exist, my computer doesn't exist. Like,
Yes.
I just listed everything that will not exist to me. And he was like,
That's-
no, you deserve to be disconnected.
When we got married, it was the same thing. It was
Mhm.
like, and I pretty much told everybody, like, my phone is on Do Not Disturb. If you need me, go through Emmett first, because Emmett's like my filter of people. And then I didn't have people to worry about. Like,
Mhm.
but don't message me, don't call me. I have my work notifications turned off after 5:00. Like, if I want to look at them, I look at them. But if I don't, I don't. Like, my job is not gonna own me. It's a respect, give and take, but my job is never gonna own me again. Like, that's never gonna happen.
No. You
Yeah,
need that separation.
I let that happen in my last job where it was like 24/7. There was something going on.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's many reasons I only lasted 4 months. But yeah, do not work for who I was working for like 2 years ago.
that the modern nature folks have that somehow they own people is creepy. It's disgusting. And it really needs to stop because it's not serving them well, clearly. So, big shout out to Isabel and Bianca. Everyone is on your side. Everyone knows how much you matter to that company. And the more everybody watches you guys, the more we realize, you're destined for bigger and better things. So that I just wanted to say that first off, because that's
You
just
mean
not right. It's just
You mean bigger and better paychecks because you're moving to a different MLM, taking your team, and bigger and better because allegedly the Monet paychecks were in the shitter. So
guys, like, there's no way they can build the team even come close to the number they had in Monday because, like,
no.
everyone in Monday was under Tony, so clearly not everyone's gonna join her in Amari. Like,
Mm-mm.
they've seen the height of their success, in my opinion, unless they can get that head distributor position in another MLM.
Yeah, that's why I was really surprised when they went to Amare because, it's already oversaturated and they're coming from an MLM where they were at the top. So that just does not make sense unless they got a bridge contract. I
Mhm.
feel like now I don't have any proof, obviously, so this is just my opinion. But in my opinion, they said that they were looking at 4 other companies before they settled on Amare. So that just raises a red flag for me of bridge contract, like which one has the best deal for me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I wonder if they take into account their downlines and like when they sign with a company or when they are looking through multiple companies or being wined and dined. I wonder if they think about their team and who would join them.
Oh,
Like, is this
absolutely.
like a strategic business, like
Mhm.
a
I
business?
wonder if their bridge contract has levels. Like, if you reach this position, you get this bonus, and when you hit this position, you get this bonus. So if it's just hit this and get this bonus.
Mhm.
Yeah, and a lot of the bridge contracts too are like, we'll pay you X amount for, Y amount of time until you get your team back.
Mhm.
So it might be
Yeah,
something like that too.
yeah.
But think about it, that's all stuff they build into the price of the products, y'all. Like,
Mhm.
that's
Do,
what you're paying for.
do
Yep.
you think, because allegedly we've seen top leaders do this, do you think Tony is offering bridge contracts to her top leaders?
Mm, that would be a good point.
I would think she would have to do it through Amare. Like, it would have to be an Amare deal.
Yeah.
But
It would depend on their policies and procedures, because allegedly Murder allows you to do side deals without them being involved.
really?
Huh.
Allegedly. I've
Hmm.
allegedly seen an email for a bridge contract.
Because I would think if they're getting paid, it would go through the company because
No,
they would put that on.
because,
But why wouldn't they put it on a 1099? You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, yeah, but a 1099 through the LLC, not through Amari. See, take
okay.
Boss Lee or Justin Prince for an example. We know that Boss Lee, Justin Prince, Crystal Bowles, they all have LLCs that
Mm,
Mhm.
they pay people through because they have assistants. Like, we
mm,
know Jesse Lee had an entire staff. Like,
Mhm.
she had to pay them through a LLC. So
Mhm.
I would think if these top leaders are offering bridge contracts to their top leaders, they're running it through their LLC and not involving the company.
Mhm.
That just makes it even more sketchy. Like,
What?
I can well, maybe I'm just a broke bitch, but, like, I don't know, I'm not paying somebody to come over to switch MLMs with no guarantee of, like I just think it's a risk. It's a huge
But
risk.
yeah, think about it. They're like someone like Christina Smallwood, like she's worth at least 10 grand to Tony because of the potential of people she could bring over. She's not gonna switch, it looks like, but that's just an example of, or like, no, Christy Party, like, she's probably worth a few grand if you recruit her, she brings her team, you're gonna make your money back.
But that's just
Mhm.
to me, that's just like I can't fathom a world like that. I can't think of I can't put myself in their position and be like, I know, like, what is that like?
Yeah, you just be like, oh yeah, join my team and you can have 10 grand. Like, we don't know the numbers, obviously, but I don't think it's out of the reality.
That blows my mind. And I don't know why, but it's like, I guess if you make multiple six figures, like so
Fuck
many of these
you.
Huns do,
Mhm.
um, they can afford to just throw money out and to grow their bigger teams and like
Yeah,
I just
you're not gonna see, Tony and Jay just throw money at like a random person like towards the bottom
Mhm.
of the
No.
pyramid.
It's an
So,
investment. It's an
right.
investment.
Yeah, it's high risk, high reward kind of situation.
Pass.
Well, you see a contract, and if you can't fulfill the contract and reach your rate, you don't get paid.
Right.
Uh,
It's just a way to cheat the system, really.
but think about it, like, if they were really making 100, 200K, whatever it was that he said in one video, 10K is only, what, 10% of your monthly income? That's
Hmm.
nothing to them.
But it's okay. It's perpetuating bad behavior for it's for Tony to go and get a bridge contract. Cool. Okay. But then for them to order or them to give another bridge, to their downline. But at the same time, it locks their downline in or whoever they're giving the bridge contract to, it locks them in to whatever the terms of their contract are too. So it's like I feel like I that almost takes it's like if someone's willing to take the risk with their money, it's like risk after risk after risk after risk. It's like the
Yeah,
Amari puts a and it's like the risk just continues to carry down. Like
but like no money trades hands until you fulfill your end of the contract. So there's really no risk. They're not giving you money and being like, try your darndest, honey. They'll be like, if you do this, you get your money.
so
Hmm.
it's like it's okay. But that's where I could see somebody saying like a company, but it's not even a company owns you, because essentially, like, if you have a contract with somebody, it's a little bit more serious than just being like a 1099. You know what I'm saying? It's it's so sketchy. The whole thing is just so sketchy.
I think we're having like a moral dilemma within
I
ourselves
think
right now,
so. I
and
am
we're just
having an
never
issue.
going to
No,
solve that.
we're not. Thank you,
No.
Wendy. Like, get me out of the cycle here, because I'm just spinning. Like, my
Yeah,
wheels are spinning in my
your
brain.
morality, and then where we're at right now in the
Yeah.
video.
I expect MLMs to have some sort of, and then it's like, oh, I forgot.
That's where you're wrong.
I forgot who I was talking about.
Yeah. No integrity here. Integrity, who is she? We don't know her.
To pay them, to not pay them for the work they did in June, there's no reason not to. And it shows
Read your contract. That might be a reason not to pay the people.
It's
Mhm.
in the P&P, bro.
Yeah, like
you
I've
the
worked at.
heart and
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. I've worked at jobs before where it's like, I get a base pay plus a commission. And if you leave, like, let's say I left in April and my commissions are a month behind, I wouldn't get paid out for April because I left. Like you have to be there the full month, for example.
Yeah.
So it's not just MLMs who are like, ooh, let me nickel and dime you. Like it's a normal business practice to be like, we will pay you under these certain circumstances. So not defending money by any means, but
But no, I think it's very key point out when they're acting like a normal ethical business, because like it's not black and white. They could have ethical parts to them. It's the minority in my opinion, but it could still exist.
right. Broken
And
clock is right twice a day. Like
Yeah.
how many owners of MLMs have other businesses as well? That makes me wonder if they are acting and doing things like this in an MLM. Is that standard behavior across the board?
Good question. Or is the business owner just a mess?
the world may never know.
soul of the Urdanettas that they won't pay two young women that were leaders in their company, that were out there very visible. They decide to take a better opportunity, and this is how they're treated. And this is why the company is flushing itself down the toilet. And again, you saw that same mentality.
So
they have-
these people laughing. Okay.
Did they also have to walk uphill in the snow both directions? Because that's what I'm starting to feel like. Like, oh, woe is me, these young women. Like, I was hustling at 18 years old. Like, I don't want to hear this, like, oh, they, poor them. They're in an MLM and they're not going to get their paycheck like it's outlined in the policies and procedures. Maybe you should have read.
He's acting like they're these poor women, like these damsels in distress. And it's like they were scamming people in the MLM. Like, is that money truly theirs?
I don't like the way he says young women just seems patronizing as fuck?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's like, does he not think, like, I feel like he thinks that women who are like, high up there or whatever is like a fucking rare unicorn. And when you go into the real world, like, there are plenty of women in plenty of jobs. Like, it shouldn't be celebrated for a woman to have a job. Like, that should just be normal.
And in a
I don't know.
leadership position. Like there
Right.
are women in leadership like all over, and women fighting for leadership positions, and it's like that a leadership position and an MLM, in my opinion, is like a made up title. Like
Mhm.
you can't go anywhere and use that title, so
Yeah, if you put an MLM down on your resume, they're going to laugh you out the door. Like, I've
Yeah,
personally seen it.
don't do it.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
A couple days ago, in that compensation Zoom they did, a bunch of people asked me if I saw it. I mean, I didn't have to. You know, by now I know whenever they schedule a meeting like that, it's just going to be a bunch of gaslighting and lies or whatever fits their narrative. But I think in general, if you have to have a 2-hour meeting to explain how something hasn't changed, something's probably changed. That's just my logic. I don't know about y'all, but that was preposterous to me. That they would waste 2 hours trying to explain how something didn't change. And the one thing that I saw out of it that makes me know that for sure the compensation plan absolutely changed, and I'm not going to watch that video, was one of the first things that they said was that
How is this a debate? Either it changed or it didn't. Like,
Mhm.
how is this a debate? I'm confused. Am I just not caught up?
I hate the whole, like, I didn't watch the video, but I'm gonna talk about it. Like, how are you going to, have any kind of talking points if you didn't watch the video? Like,
Right.
or if you did, like, it's okay to say so. Like, we watch a bunch of MLM stuff,
Mhm.
it's what we do.
Yeah. Yikes.
Yeah, I had my person messaged me one time because it was during my nation that I was looking at stories, and she's like, I'm just confused at why an MLMer would be looking at my stories. It's just like, to do my fucking research.
Right.
Right? I get a lot of the
You
crypto
know
babes.
what?
I get a lot of the crypto babes in my inbox.
Oh.
Oh,
But like I will sit and watch BP lives, and like
Mhm.
not even actively watching them, but just listening, like, and I could be doing 1,000 other things. And that's how I and I know Wendy does too. It's like that's how we get the information sometimes, is just because we listen, and people say random shit at the most random times.
Mhm.
yeah.
And then it's like you find that's how you find out a lot of stuff. I'm not saying it's 100% of the time, but it's like if that's it's like that mindless, and then it's like, "Oh, what did you say?"
Well, also, like, even in sales, you should know what your opposition is up to and doing. So it's important to, let's say on our side, it's important to know what the MLMers are saying because,
Mhm.
I don't want to take somebody out of context or, go hard at somebody and then, oh, that's not what they meant because I didn't watch the video. Your
Mhm.
argument is only as strong as you make it. And you should have every bit of information you can before you start going into something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And we do things ethically.
Yeah, we don't
So
touch the poop, you know.
mm-mm.
It's one thing to watch in a stadium, it's another thing to streak on the field.
Mhm.
Monat pays 43% in commissions. Well, I'm calling bullshit on that for a lot of different reasons. First off, as you very well know, I've been with the company. Well, excuse me, I was never with the company. I wasn't a market partner. The first market partner, my wife, who helped put together the original Dare to Succeed and all the original market.
So what he's saying is he sat on the bench and his wife was the one playing.
Yep.
So he's not even on the
Yeah.
team.
No,
Like,
he's just a
not-
cheerleader.
Got it.
Or the redshirt benched freshman, aka someone you staff under.
Mhm.
Got it.
That's what I'm thinking. He was a redshirt freshman on the bench. Like, yeah.
It's like I'm close enough to know all the drama, but not
Right.
close enough to actually do anything.
And close enough to know people who are involved in the drama so that you can get the drama, like the tea, all that stuff. But then you don't have to be involved. So that's like, ooh, I'm not touching the poop. I'm not touching it.
Yeah.
Oh, Jay is a drama queen, and I am here for it.
I love it.
Stuff.
I'm gonna cut the camera for a second.
Not on a whim, but by the information that was supplied by the company. The original wording of the compensation plan was, Bueller, anybody remember that? Monat had the most lucrative comp.
But like that's the thing. If you read the policy and procedures, it literally says they can change the comp plan at any time.
At the company's discretion, not at the rep's discretion.
Mhm.
Doesn't work that way.
You have no say in it.
It's the cherry picking for me, you know, like I am going to use this information, you know, against them, but I'm not going to look at anything else. You know, I'm not going to actually read the policies and procedures.
Mhm.
I'm not going to, you know, read the terms of service. I'm not going to read any of that. But, you know, when they mess up, I'm going to be right there. Like,
Mhm.
Oh
I'm here
my
for it,
God.
but it's wild.
I'm glad to be
Yeah.
outside and not inside.
Oh, dear God, yeah.
Yeah.
Compensation plan in the network marketing industry and paid.
No, it was not the best comp plan in the industry. It was a standard basic freaking
Mhm.
comp plan. There was, you could argue it was one of the worst because it required customers because you had to build the stupid my neighborhood with like 1 liter and 4 customers on each leg.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how is that a good thing compared to comp plans that don't? I mean, from like an academic perspective, that's what we want to see, but
Mhm.
we know that, like, in theory, that's what we want to see, but in practice, it just leads to ghost accounts and inventory loading, in my opinion.
But was the comp plan still great? Because everybody talks about how great the comp plan is, and it's so different. It's like that It checks off the boxes of what they say about a new MLM all the time. See, this is what happens at the end of the day when I have a stressful day. It's my brain's done. It's done.
So good.
Moving on.
This video was 5 minutes in. How long was we're screwed?
Over 50% on the dollar. That is a direct quote from their marketing material for the first couple years of the company. That was what everybody sold the company on.
Was the compensation plan great when their commission started to go down because the business was tanking? Is my question. And was it still great while they stayed in and continued to get their paychecks?
They never had any issues until they started having issues,
Right.
and then once, they were asking Monat questions, which I still want to know what those questions were,
Mhm.
then all of a sudden shit started to hit the fan.
Yeah.
Every single meet Monat, everything that everybody did was based on those two things. The most lucrative pay plan in network marketing and paying over 50%.
I thought
No.
it was a 15% note over.
No.
There's other
Yeah.
MLMs that have like up to 50, even I've heard 70% commission depending on the product. So where is he getting the world's best comp plan from?
Isn't paparazzi like split like that where you pay $249 for the jewelry and you sell it for $5 or whatever? So like
Mhm.
This is 50% pure romance. This is 50%. I think Lulu was 50%. I'm not sure. But yeah, a lot of 50%, which is shit commission for a business owner.
Oh yeah, especially in paparazzi, like you're making nothing and you have to buy so much inventory.
So much poisoned jewelry, allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
So, is it still the most lucrative pay plan in network marketing? Doesn't feel like it. Are they still paying over 50%? No, they said they're paying 43%. So I don't need.
It's lucrative if you're at the top.
Mm-hmm.
The top.
Yeah, like I said, they weren't complaining about this until, they started like questioning Monat.
They earn 30% from retail and 15% from VIP. Why? Well, you need VIPs to build your team, I think.
Because I'm sure they're on auto ship, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that so it's auto ship.
Is, yeah. What a shit show.
To watch the rest of that cockamamie video or Zoom, whatever it was that they did. The compensation plan changed. Right? They admitted it. They admitted it when they said they're only paying 43 and it used to be over 50. And yeah, I don't even know if that was true back then. How do you know? How do you know what a number is?
This whole thing is led by greed.
Mm-hmm.
It's just who's greedier?
And how do you not know what you're getting paid? Like, I go into my job and I know exactly what I'm going to make in an hour. What do you mean you don't know what you're getting paid? Did you not look at the compensation plan at all?
Right. And like I had like a calculator that I could calculate, like I would put in some like basic team numbers and kind of get an idea of what I was getting paid, but I didn't have like a program written to know. But it was still like it was never exact.
Yeah, how can you be exact when you're in a commission only job? You
Mhm.
know, like I get that, but you should at least have a ballpark, you know?
Right. Are your bills gonna be paid?
Right. That's why like I refuse to work on a commission only job anymore. Hello. Like at least with my base pay, my bills are covered. If I don't get a
Right.
commission, I'm okay. You know, if I do get
Yeah.
a commission, it's a nice bonus for me.
You can put anything you want in a spreadsheet. I saw someone post something about the Monat math and what they were trying to show year over year. What does that mean? I
My
have no
guy,
idea. I
my
don't know.
guy.
If he
Do
watched the
you
video, maybe he would understand some of the stuff. I
does
don't
he
know.
not as somebody who literally does analysis for my job and looking at numbers, like year over year is not that far out of the realm of possibilities.
No,
People look
that's
at year over year, like that's how you project.
even in my retail
Yeah.
jobs I've had, like it was, year to date, month to date, week to date, we tracked everything. So in 10 years, you couldn't find one Sunday afternoon to sit down and figure out exactly what is going on.
It
Oh,
must be nice you have that much money. You don't have
Yeah.
to
mhm.
think about where it's coming from.
They've never opened the books. They've never let anybody look into their internal accounting. They've never.
They don't
Um,
have to.
what's happening? Yeah.
This stuff is infuriating. They're a private
Shared
company.
anything of.
Oh,
They're private. They
sorry.
don't have to share their books with anybody. They don't
No.
have to.
No.
Any substance, even in the compensation breakdowns for the monthly commission checks. There really isn't any detail there. There's nothing there. And when there's no there, how do you prove it's true or not? You have to put your faith in them. That meeting that they had the other night was nothing but put your faith in us, believe us no matter what we say, and that's that. Well, I'm here to tell you they started off the meeting with a big pile of stinking poop. So how do you trust them after that? And along with that whole commission thing, they made a big deal about in the first 4 months of the year that they paid out $40 million in commissions. That sounds like a lot of money, right? And it is. That would have been $10 million a month, right? If it was through April. Well, saw another post, a lot of posts, when the commissions came out for June, when the July checks hit, that they paid a little under $8.5 million out in commissions. Well, I'm not a math expert, but I
We know.
pretty damn well fucking know that 8.5 is less than 10. Let me try and mental math that. Yeah, I think it's less. So what you're saying is commissions.
You're estimating based on what somebody else said and said, trust me,
I'll
bro.
be back.
And
Okay.
you're taking trust me, bro, as factual numbers. Then you're doing whatever calculation you want. Cool. Divided by 4, fine. A lot of times, though, however, in the finance world, people do things by quarter. So it's like the first quarter is the first 3 months, and the second quarter is and it works like that. So I am led to believe that why would they do it every 4 months unless they're doing like a year to date? It's just an odd like number to pick, 4 months. Yeah, it divides the year up into 3, but
Yeah, I've never worked for a company that divides it up like that. That's just funky.
right.
Like my job does like monthly, quarterly, and yearly
Mhm.
mostly.
And sometimes the calendar doesn't follow like the calendar
Right.
we use, but then that's okay. But like this guy has already said he's not good at numbers and he's throwing out numbers and it's like from trust me bro to trust me bro. I don't trust any of you, bro.
No, he's not providing any sort of like facts or evidence or anything. It's just, yeah, these numbers popped in my head, and so I'm going to be mad about it.
Mhm. And like what was it? 3 million is less than 8 million
Mhm.
or 4 million is less than 8 million. It's like right.
I just assumed they did the 4 month thing because they changed the comp plan.
Oh, yeah, so it's a year to date situation then. So it's like that
Yeah.
they were
Yeah.
So I wonder if going forward in their fiscal year will start. Well, that would be a
Ooh.
pain to start your
Mhm.
fiscal year in May. Like, that makes no sense.
Not impossible, not out of the realm of possible, but not likely.
Yeah. But
Okay.
they'll probably do a income disclosure from May till December, you would think.
Mhm.
The comp plan changed. Or did it change? I thought it changed.
I'm pretty sure the comp plan changed. Like, I don't think he's wrong
Mhm.
about that.
Mhm.
It's just the
I've read
numbers he's
that.
pulling out of his ass that I
Yeah.
don't really trust.
Yeah.
Who's denying the comp plan changes, right?
Yeah, they did a whole Zoom not too long
The 2
ago.
hours the 2 hour
Yeah.
Zoom that he was referencing earlier.
Yeah, and so I don't remember if it was Ray or Louise, but one of them, the younger one, he was talking about like all the compensation isn't changed and blah blah blah, blah. And it definitely changed. Like
Mhm.
he is right, the numbers don't add up, but I
Yeah.
still don't think that he's right with the numbers. So take that with a grain of salt. I'm gonna rinse the bathroom.
But like that's the theme of Jay. He's the point's here, and Jay's right here. He's almost to the point, but not quite there.
We're down. Okay. 1.5 million over month to month. Okay. That's their math. That's not mine. That was what they said. 40 million for 4.
You're also
Buddy.
talking
Oh
about
no! No.
Okay.
what happened?
I reset the video.
I don't even remember what I was gonna say.
Let's see if I picked up it.
1.5 million.
Hold. Oh,
Oh,
I
so
was why like typically the summer months are slower. And like May is usually a slow month because like in the South here, kids are getting out of school, people are starting to plan travel. You've got Memorial Day, I think, that's in May. And like
yeah.
people aren't thinking about buying MLM products like as they're getting ready to end school. So yeah, I
Yeah.
could see sales dipping, like dropping a little bit or dropping off because it's May. It's going to be May.
Yeah.
Come on, somebody has to know what I'm saying with that. Like that's a JT reference. It's going to be May. It's going to be May, y'all.
I know. I know. I know. I know. And let's see if I guess down my J's spot. I think we were about here.
We're month to month. Okay. That's their math. That's not mine. That was what they said. 40 million for 4, and then 8.5 for June. It just blows my mind that the facts go out there, and the people that are still working at the company or working for the company or
They don't work at the like
Mm-mm.
they're. I don't know what you. Never mind. It doesn't matter.
however you want to word it, choose to ignore the facts. The other thing too is, and all these people out there saying that Monat's a billion.
But isn't Tony ignoring the facts about ML in the general by joining Amari?
And like, how do you go from #1 rep to starting at Amare under people? Yes.
Yeah, like
That's a
But,
huge
like
step back for them.
it is. I knew a girl who did that with Norwex and went to doTERRA. And it was like this girl was way up there. And I was like, you're gonna go from like a top rep who has like who's at the very tip top to like the bottom? That doesn't make sense to me. Bridge contract.
no,
Like I've done
yeah,
step downs for more money though. Like
Mhm.
it's always made sense to me if the money is there. You know, I went from an
Right.
assistant manager to a regular sales rep, but it was at Microsoft making a lot more money.
Mhm.
So that I could see, but in an MLM, you're going to lose no matter what. You can't
yeah.
guarantee a higher
Eventually.
paycheck.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, you'll eventually lose like Tony
Mhm.
eventually lost. And it's not gonna be different in Amari.
Mm-mm.
But here we are.
billion-dollar company. Y'all ought to read 𝐔𝐒 Luis's book. There's pretty much a whole chapter in his book about how distraught he was that they never hit $1 billion in 1 year. So it's not a $1 billion company. Cumulative, maybe, right? I mean, they say how much they make, but who knows actually how much they do. According to 𝐔𝐒 Luis, in his book that he wrote, Rebel Leadership, that they got almost to 900 million, a little over 850 million, and he felt dejected, and he felt like he was letting himself down because they didn't get to $1 billion. That's what he wrote. That's not what I said. That's what he wrote. So, Monat has never been and will never be a $1 billion company. Anyone that says that is completely lying and needs to fact check themselves against the guy that started the company. Just saying.
But when did he write that book?
That's a good
I
question.
mean, I don't think they're $1 billion company, but no one knows.
So there's all that. Oh my gosh, that's already a lot, isn't it?
April
But-
11th. April 11th, 2023.
So that's a
Yeah,
full year
they're
before.
not $1 billion. No.
A rags to riches story about a young Venezuelan boy who chased his dreams and rose to success, founding a near billion-dollar company.
Oh, so we're just rounding at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Remember,
a near millionaire then.
Well, it's like multiple six figures. I mean, come on. Who cares when it's that? Who cares when it's that much money you make, Wendy? Come on now.
well, yeah, especially if they're like going down to not number
Yeah.
one.
We're not that far into it because we're 10.5 minutes in.
Let's do this.
Let's keep going. How long is this?
It's like
I
30 something
don't-
minutes.
Okay.
So we'll be here for 2 more hours. No, I don't have that.
So we have to do a part 2 at some point. It's fine.
Yes.
It's all good.
Mm-hmm. We got to keep people coming back for more. Got to leave them
Yeah.
wanting more.
Well, my face isn't enough.
Oh, I mean, for me, yeah, but
Well, yeah.
There's been so many instances over the years where you hear rumors about people committing fraud, whether it's illegally. Well, I shouldn't say illegally, but
that's a big claim, my guy.
Mm-hmm. This is what I was talking about. This part right here. Like, we have to get through this part.
Okay, hold on. I want to pause story. If you are not following all 3 of us, please
DC's not here.
DC is this. So we've got Lushie is up top, Wendy is in the middle, and then I am on the bottom. If you would follow, at least go and like all of our streams, it would greatly help us, and we really appreciate it. Subscribe if you'd like to. If you don't, you don't. Whatever. Have the day you deserve. Just kidding.
No, we love every one of you guys here.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're a hater, it's all good.
My mom's
I almost said hi to DC and realized that was you.
I know. I do that too.
people stacking people buying other ranks for people under them, and you know what I mean by fraud, right?
Sip that tea.
It's okay, Hillary Ann. You're
Oh,
fine.
no worries.
No worries.
offense taken.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
No, it's not offensive to be mistaken.
Oh, no.
for
I'd be honored.
DC. No. We wish we were that hot.
But
Wish
come
my
and
hair was
hang
as
out.
long. Like,
Right?
Hope y'all
Vic,
but-
it's like she has the best hair. But hang out with us, like us, come back. We're here Mondays and Thursdays.
Yeah.
Hope y'all saw Angelique's videos over the past few days. If not, I'll post her direct Instagram link later on when I post this. Yeah, Julie Stevens, detailed conversations about how to commit Social Security fraud. Recording.
Bro.
Huge claim, bro.
You just dropped somebody's government name and then said they were doing something illegal.
Like, you can't do that unless you have, like, solid fucking evidence, or you're going to be sued to hell.
And deleting it is not deleting it. The
This is
internet
still
is
up.
forever.
This is still up. I accessed it today.
It's still up?
Yeah.
I downloaded this 2 hours ago.
Yeah, I sent it to Lushie today.
Oh,
yeah. Big mad.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
mad.
Because they'll never reach that level of success again.
Not unless they found their own company. which I honestly thought that Tony was gonna do. Like,
Yeah, like it's one of those stories of like BP or like other, it's like they left their own and then they're starting their own.
mhm.
They should have joined Justin.
Oh, they'd be besties right now. Oh, could you imagine going to lunch with them and then just like talking shit about the companies? Oh, I'd be
That
Oh
would
so
be
here for
my
so
that.
good. That would be so
And
good.
they could compare bridge contract techniques.
Mhm.
They could.
Allegedly, in my opinion.
Rachel
Wait,
Rachel said he got a taste of venting and now he can't turn it off. He can't. It's like that valve is wide open.
That thing
There's
broke.
no. It's like yes, and
That
it's just
faucet is just spewing like fire hose style.
This is great.
I fucking exit just sent me all the tea because she's been covering all this. So if we want to watch it real quick,
Yeah.
let me download it so I don't have to like share my screen. Okay. See? We'll keep on playing this or like
She actually said it and sent it to somebody. And there were rumors. I remember it goes back a while, I think. I'm not completely positive. Most people knew that she was detailing Social Security fraud. And so
How
my
are
dude.
how is he gonna sit here and talk about Social Security fraud when his wife is a sovereign citizen?
Thank you. Thank you.
And I
I
can't
got
confirm or deny that he is. I'm assuming, if he's married to Tony, he probably shares similar beliefs. I know that's not always the case, but, you know, it's just really ironic how he's talking about all this fraud stuff when Tony doesn't pay taxes, according to Tony.
Which leads
okay,
me to
let's
remind you,
watch.
friends, register to vote.
Do one of two things. You can
Sorry. Go ahead.
You're good.
Make sure you're registered to vote. Voting is
Yes.
important.
Yes. So this is the tea he was talking to. Shout out to Gladys for sending this to me on the fly. There's so much going on in Monat. It's hard to keep track of what situation they're talking about. So thank you for watching and sending us this so we know what he's talking about.
Yes.
You can do one of two things. You can re-sign up, use a different email address, and then whenever you use your social, change the last number so it doesn't show up as your old social. Call in, cancel your other account, and I would use your husband's name if you can, and then in a couple of months try to change your social back to, I think it's 6 months, change it back to the original social before you're going to get a 1099. And that way they don't flag it and see that you had two different accounts.
Do we want to read these?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I volunteer.
Okay.
Okay. So it was true, but old information? Yes, I got in huge trouble. I did, however, go back to the girl and tell her, no, bad idea, don't do it. We have to do it the right way. And they aren't sharing that. At first, I wasn't thinking anything of it because when my mom signed me up in my first company, she used my SSN wrong. And I found out almost a year later, and I was so worried. And compliance was like, no, it's okay. We'll just fix it. So dumb me didn't think that it was a big deal, but immediately regretted it as soon as I sent it. It gets brought up every single year by the same heater, so it's not shocking to me that it's out again. It was in 2017. So this has been going on for a while.
Holy shit.
What? Is that? Oh,
I'll read the next one.
okay.
And yep, I was totally in the wrong. I do get tired of admitting I was wrong and I made a mistake year after year. I have even reached out to the ones posting. They have made countless videos of me for 7 years. I am numb to it. It doesn't faze me as much as they hope. However, my friends who have to watch it every year are getting really tired of it. Me too. I get it. Move on. Quit sharing it. I'm not who I was back then, and I've learned my lesson. It does keep me very mindful of how I operate my business today, and I'm grateful for that lesson.
So I just noticed that that's Julie Stevens, and if you don't know, I forgot who just did a video on her. I think it was Erin, where she was talking about how I have no reason to leave Monat, blah, 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 blah. So she is high up there in Monat.
But like I hate that, like, I don't know if she's talking about anti-MLM or somebody else who's like had experience with her in Monet, but it's, you know, it's I think I can speak for the three of us when I say we don't go out to hurt people's feelings. We don't set out to like intentionally cause harm to people. We're talking about the behaviors and the things that we see that are questionable, and we talk about it.
Yeah, and here's the thing, like, we could take the people out of the situation and replace them with rocks. If the rocks are misbehaving and doing this shit, we're gonna talk about it, you know? So it's not a personal attack on anyone. It might feel like it when you're in that situation. It's definitely not. It's just showing how these tactics manipulate people.
It has been 7 years because a lot of anti-MLM hasn't existed that long.
Yeah.
𝐔𝐒𝐄 just put up, like, yeah, like we all knew that. The Julie Stevens thing that 𝐔𝐒𝐄 just put up, like, yeah, like we all knew that. Like, you didn't need to use a dead person's social security number. You could just use any random number and it would have worked to sign up. It's so gross.
That's definitely a system error with Monat, because you shouldn't be able to just put in a random social security number.
No, and I can tell you, I deal with people's information when you're talking about doing business with people, and I see information every day. It's part of my job. It's what I do. And we and a lot of other companies don't just change a tax ID, a social security number. That's not a thing. Like, that is not a thing. You have to provide documentation. Now we're talking about an MLM company, so it's obviously not going to be the same. They're, they don't follow regulations like the rest of us do. And yeah, no. No.
Yeah, that's not how business should be.
That's what Jay is referencing. Now, as soon as I add it's gonna start playing because StreamYard is a bitch.
Hey, thanks for putting her
So now we're caught up.
Yeah.
link in this. Thank you for posting that. Yeah, it's insane, and it's a felony, and it's fraud. Yeah, she was in a team call or in a team chat and is on a voice note detailing to people how to commit Social Security fraud. Because as we all know, when you sign up as a market partner for Monat, you have to give them your Social Security number. So fraudulent social security numbers would mean that you could sign up people fraudulently under you. And yeah, so allegedly, sounds like her, but allegedly that's her on the voice note. And I've known her long enough to know that's her, and I've heard enough stories to know it's her. But yeah, that's kind of crazy. But she's not the only one. There's a lot of people.
Did Tony? Well, I doubt Tony ever had to do this because everyone that was recruited would end up in her downline somehow. So, like, that's probably why Tony never did this in my name.
Yeah.
That have committed fraud. And there's been a lot of people that have been suspended and fined over the years for committing fraud. And
people go to prison for that shit, dude.
Mm-hmm.
People go to prison. Like, it's not just like a casual conversation, like, oh, tax fraud. That's serious.
It's like the guy that was involved in the fire fest, he's in prison for that shit.
Mm-hmm.
The government doesn't like when you take their money.
No, that's when they step in.
Yeah.
Wow.
The one that came out also with Angelique was Alicia Blanco, who honestly,
he loves this name dropping shit so much.
Mm-hmm.
Because he knows that most people don't name, which I love that. I love that he's like, fuck it, I'm name dropping this shit, but it's wild to hear him do it. I'm here for it.
With his whole chest. With his whole chest. He says it with his whole chest.
Yeah.
I wish more people would be like Jay. WWJD, what would Jay do? Spill all the tea with your whole chest.
Like, I'm not a fan of him or Tony by any means, but man, if they left MLM after Monat and just like went hardcore anti-MLM, oh, it would be glorious. Like, Jay's halfway there. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
I would start my own channel just to string with Jay. Yeah. You that's a do not go, do not collect $200, go straight to the pen. Like, not even jail. You go straight to the state, well, Fed.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up near a prison that hosted Charles Manson for a few months. I know, me and my fucking stories, I can't help it.
You need to write a book. You need to write a book.
I'm really surprised by that one. It was buying people's ranks and stuff, and you'd have to look at Angelique's text that she posted about it. And she posted more things about Alicia as well. I remember Alicia's rise to director was pretty fast. I hope that's not the reason. I hope that she didn't get to director so fast because it was all fraud and fraudulent.
No, it is.
And that's his way of saying, like, in my opinion. Like, I hope she didn't do that, that way he can't, have it come back on him.
Join the dark side and we can coach you better on this.
Right.
We can give you some PR training if you join the dark side.
But you have to be coachable. have to be coachable.
And you have to believe. You have to have that mindset.
Yes.
Hey, Ariel.
And she didn't do it on her own. I mean, would have never thought that before, but now you see the text and it makes you wonder.
But did Tony do it on her own, or did she just have the primo spot that required little work because everyone would just roll up to her?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
How she built the business. So if you're a mamacita, you should look up Angelique and look at the text that she posted.
A mamacita?
I think it's a team name.
Oh, I was like, that could be a little derogatory.
No, I don't think he's being racist here. I think
Okay.
it's an actual
It's their
name.
team name. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Posted, and then maybe question Alicia about how she conducts her business. And if you're on Julie's team, I think maybe you might want to talk to her too, because I mean, do any of those teams want that stigma associated with it? I don't know.
It feels like gas, like a type of gaslighting, like my name sucks, leave my name, but come join us. That's the vibe I'm getting right
Oh,
here.
yeah. And he'll say, like, you know, oh, it doesn't have to be here. It could be like another company, but
Bullshit.
obviously they want them without saying it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Andy said that's exactly what I am like confused about, because it's like you have a sovereign citizen who doesn't pay taxes, but yet you're pointing the finger at others for not paying taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Or for committing tax fraud with the Social Security number. That just blows my mind.
It's not fraud if you're not a citizen, Wendy. It's only a fraud if you're a U.S. citizen.
That's true. So he's just talking about them because they're not sovereign citizens. I wouldn't put that past them, to be honest with you.
And then there were some rumors, and I thought I saw a post about Ann Fisher doing something similar to that, where she'd have her assistant send out.
He has no shame, none.
Dude, he is name dropping like sprinkles. He is just like,
yes,
fucking Sunday, bitch.
Gift cards or something like that to help people buy rank. I don't know if that's true either, but somebody put that in a post. If I
don't know if it's true, but I'm gonna say it.
Like, name drop while doing it.
Trust me, bro. I saw it on Reddit.
It's his whole like, oh, I saw this, wink, wink. I may have seen that, wink, wink. You know,
all these people that he's like dropping names on are people that were essentially on their team. So you're gonna sit and talk shit about all these people. Aren't you still trying to recruit people? So like, wouldn't you think that somebody would not be just like straight up name dropping and shitting all over people? Unless they're not leaving Monet.
Oh, these people that he's talking about are not leaving Monet anytime soon. Like,
okay.
Julie is definitely not leaving, you know.
So they're going to go down with the ship.
Yeah. But here's the thing, like, if you're an outside person from all of this drama, right? And let's say you're like, I want to join an MLM, and you see this video, would you automatically think, let me join up under him? Because my thought process would be, well, if he's talking shit about all these people without even knowing if it's true or not, what is he going to do about me? You know, like, this is just so unprofessional. Granted, I'm here for it. I will say that repeatedly throughout this entire stream. But from a business perspective, it's better to take the route of silence and just move on. it's like the whole Barbara Streisand effect. You know, the more you talk about it, the more you're putting eyes on you.
Mm-hmm.
But the theme of everything, like, the more you talk about it, the more drama it causes. So some shit is better left on, like, there's a balance between speaking your truth and staying professional.
Right.
Yeah. Like, this video could have been a Sunday brunch with your friends, you know?
Mhm.
Like, it, unless you have the solid evidence, which we did see that, you know, clip, but
Mhm.
he's not presenting that. So, you
No.
know, if somebody didn't send that to Lushie, we would have no idea. I never saw that before, you know?
Yeah.
It's just there's so many people that do this kind of thing, and it makes the entire industry look like shit, right? It gives fuel, legitimately so, to all the people that are anti-network marketing. Every single one of the people that have ever called into question how my Nate builds their business, these things have completely justified every single one of the videos that 𝐔𝐒's done, every single one of the videos that Hannah's done, all the posts that MLM Exit and Detective Lovey
Oh, yeah.
and
He watches
Angelique and all of them have been
anti-MLM
saying
stuff.
Oh, no!
in
No.
market partners. In 2020,
Why?
So does that does that mean that we're at a
the
stopping point
compliance,
because your girl's tired? I'm not gonna lie.
I think
We can. Yeah.
I
I'm
can
tapping out.
find where we are later.
It was chamomile tea.
All right.
And with that, I'm out.
Right.
With that, sorry guys, not a professional.
We're doing our best and having fun
No,
doing
we're
it.
not. This is not my
Oh,
best.
stop.
Should I try to let him finish his? I have no idea.
compliance department in any network marketing company,
No, it was.
these things have completely justified every single one of the videos that 𝐔𝐒's done,
Yeah, here we go.
every
He's
single one
smart.
of the videos that Hannah's done, all the posts that MLM Exit and Detective Lovey and Angelique and all of them have been saying for years. And I'll let you know too, I mean, being part of that world, and I'm talking about specifically not the network marketing world, I'm talking about specifically the creepy, culty Monat world. It puts things into focus when the company knows all this and they don't do anything about it. I don't know.
My guy.
Okay.
My guy.
But
My guy. I have one comment. If you wouldn't have gotten fired, you would still be in a commercial cult. Call your dad.
Yep.
I mean,
He's so
in
fucking
my
close.
He is.
in,
He's so close.
We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
We've gone from rooting to just sitting back and watching.
Oh, yeah.
but the thing is, he's acknowledging that Monat is a commercial cult,
Mhm.
which I agree is my opinion.
It's our
But yeah,
opinion.
in my opinion, he joined another commercial cult. So, like,
Mhm.
he's so close, but yet so far.
But it's
Mhm.
it's worse that they went from a shampoo, skincare, whatever company to a company that like talks about mental health. Like this is not a flex at all.
Well, don't you, isn't your therapist your hairdresser?
I was in I was watching Tony's live earlier today. Like she went live, and I had a nope out of it because she was talking about, and trigger warning, like I'm gonna talk about vaccines for just a quick second. But she said like, oh, my kid was vaccine injured, and this is why I want to be an MRA. And I was just livid. Like, no, no. So
I don't like that. Well,
Mhm. I don't like that for people whose children have legitimately had injuries from a vaccine. I feel
Mhm.
bad for those people, and I like that I'm empathetic towards them. And I don't want to say that she's lying, but no. Just no.
when she has a track record of being on the very extreme far right, it really raises questions if she is anti-vax or if she did
Mhm.
have an issue. And, whatever the case may be, my heart goes out for the kids,
Mhm.
because any child that is given an MLM product is not consenting to it, especially with mental health. Like, there really needs to be
Mhm.
less stigma around going to a doctor and being on medication. I'm on medication and I love it. I wouldn't be here without it. Do I have my ups and downs? Absolutely. But Amare is not the answer.
No. And if you
fuck
do take
no.
if you take medication and it's not working for you, it's okay to try a new one. Or it's okay to
Mhm.
talk to your doctor. Like if something and you advocate for yourself or, like DC says, take a battle buddy if you don't want to go by yourself or if if you're
Mhm.
uncomfortable. Um, so yeah, see a doctor. Don't take an MLM product
No,
for the love. We don't want to do that.
no.
We have Beat the Gummy Thursday
Yes.
Yes.
and
I
then
will be
Monday.
a little different. I have not worked on that video yet, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna compare it to non-euphoria toys because there's no point. Like, I think the euphoria toy price point is enough to
Right.
snark about.
Right. And yeah, what Corey said, we ain't saying that Tony isn't telling the truth, but her track record, it is what it is. Yeah, agreed.
Mhm.
I'm glad my
Well,
point was made clear.
it's been a thing. Thank you for watching Live Chat Your Babe Replay Crew. We love you. Go subscribe to these bitches. Don't subscribe to me because you can't. We'll be back Thursday.
We
So
will.
enjoy us Thursday. Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.